It's driving me wild.
It's driving me wild.
That barbershop style.
Sing me a song, any old kind, Rosie O'Grady or Sweet Adeline. I love to hear that old barbershop style. Love that style. Sing for a while, ballad or jazz. Sing it with feeling or razzmatazz. I love to hear that old barbershop style. Barbershop style. How those songs bring me back there, back to my town. I'll tell you when those chords ring in the air. Boy, what a sound. Just give me a while, save me a place. Soon I'll be singing both tenor and bass. I love to hear that old barbershop style. Oh, what a style. You know that I love to hear that old barbershop style. Love that old barbershop style.
As far as the city goes, we've got one of the most unique and beautiful cities around, which is why we're all here and love it. This piece of property is just such a wonderful spot. It has so many memories. There are so many people that have put a lot of time into this building that's right in front of us.
This event by the Sylvan Lake Garden Club has taken place on this ground the third Thursday of each August since 1965, except 1 year. In 1997, the event was changed to the 4th of July weekend when we celebrated the 50th anniversary of Sylvan Lake as a city.
Tonight we're celebrating the 60th anniversary of Sylvan Lake as a city. In February of 1947, this little community became a city. The people who lived in Sylvan Lake for 60 years or more will have many, many fond memories. Do you remember the dirt roads?
Yes.
Do you remember ice skating on the pond at the Edison? Do you remember the swamp at Ferndale Beach? Do you remember the Beeline bus that went from Keego Harbor through Sylvan Lake and on to Pontiac? Do you remember you or your children walking to Whitfield School? And what a big part of our lives it was back at that time. And you knew all your neighbors, and you almost never locked your door. It was a wonderful time to grow up here. And so we have a rose for those people, and I'm going to read their names, and she's going to bring you a rose to honor that for this tonight. And the first one is going to go to the Boat Club because they actually have been here since 1912. And Paul Hungerman, right here behind you, is going to receive the rose for the Boat Club. And Mrs. Gavette has been here since 1949 in the same house, raising 3 lovely children. Doug Bartlett's been here since 1941. His mother taught at Whitfield, along with my mother. And Ray Dahlgren, as many of you know, has been here. Do you want me to tell them how long, Ray? Ray has been here since 1934, since his first year of life. Mrs. James, Josephine James, our resident of Sylvan Lake that is 101 years old. She's the lady that started the garden club. She has been here since 1935. And Emma Joyner, and you can give the rose to Ray Dahlgren. Emma Joyner has been here since 1961. I'm sorry, 1916. She has lived here 91 years. And Annalie Kennedy, now Annalie hasn't herself, she's back there, hasn't lived here all that long herself, but she came here as a child, and they had 5 cottages in a row. Don Newman and his family has been here since the 1940s as well. I did see Don earlier. Oh, Don's here. Oh, great. They live on the corner of Garland and Pontiac Drive. and their family has been here a long time. Dick and Joanne Prue. Dick has been here since 1935, and Joanne has been here since 1947. And they went to Whitfield together, right? And then they married, and they have stayed. They've lived in Sylvan ever since. And one for Dick, too. He's lived here a long time, too. Sam Warwick has been here since 1947. Right here, his family developed Beverly and Warwick and Stratford and Renfrew and Cheltenham and Avondale West. So Sam's family is responsible for all the homes that were built, many of them in the 50s. Blanche Graff and her sister Joan Heddle and her mother, is that right? Tats Pierce. The three of them used to entertain right here at the Free Press Camp many years ago. So these three ladies right here in the front will receive one too. And I'm on that list, but I'm not going to tell you how long I've been here.
Approximately 60 years ago, in 1947, I can remember having my mother put us in a car, and we went down to the old Free Press building over on Fort, and we got out of the car, and we saw a bunch of kids, and we were directed to buses. The Free Press camp has actually been in existence since the 20s. And from the 20s until the early 40s, the people of the Detroit area would throw in nickels in a jar, and they would help the indigent kids from the Detroit area come up to an opportunity to share this beautiful community. And I remember I had an opportunity to go to camp for 3 years. We would come up here in buses, and we'd be making all kinds of noise, and we stayed in huts. And in the morning, we would get up, and when they rose, they had the flags go up. We would do a pledge allegiance to the flags, and then during the day, we'd have a chance to ride in canoes and swim, and we'd be able to walk around the village. It was all trails. It was just marvelous. In the evening, we'd build campfires. We'd get a chance to sing around campfires. Sometimes we would go in and see real old movies that they would have, and it was a marvelous experience. We're going to miss this building. I know that in the time that I've been here, and I've been in Sylvan Lake for the last 25 years, this has been a very nice experience, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about this building and this site that we now call the Community Center. Its history goes back more than 100 years. Merrill Mills was one of the first owners of this site, and he and his partners built an inn here in the early 1890s. The inn burned down in 1903. Sometime in the next 15 years, he deeded the property to the Detroit Free Press. The Free Press operated a summer camp here for the next 40 years, primarily for children who lived in Detroit. There was a unique relationship between the campers and the children who lived in Sylvan Lake year-round. I've been told by some of my older and wiser friends of fond memories that they have, such as ball games, swimming lessons, etc., that they shared with the campers. In 1962, the Free Press closed the camp and shortly after deeded the property to the city of Sylvan Lake. Many of you have come here for a wedding, graduation party, or other social gathering in which you have fond memories. I know I have. This is where we come to play, work, and get together with friends and fellow residents. In the upcoming months, this building will be replaced with a new building where new memories will be made. As we look toward the future, it is important that we remember the past. So now is the time to say goodbye to this building while holding on to our own personal memories of it.
I really want to congratulate you too. This building has served you so well. And this is such a stable community, and somebody made the remark, it might have been Marlene Toby, said the only thing that's not stable about Sylvan Lake is the floor in that building. So maybe it was time to do something about it. But congratulations on taking that step. I feel like in the short time that we've been here, and this is my wife Vicki and my first trip to Sylvan Lake, that we've already made a lot of friends. This won't be our last trip to Sylvan Lake. A couple lyrics from the show Camelot have kind of gone through my mind as I'm listening to everything here and just sort of drinking it in. And for those of you who are familiar with this show, one of the lyrics is, in short, there's simply not a more congenial spot. And the other lyrics that were going through my mind were to the effect of, there's no better place for happily ever aftering. And that's sort of the feeling I think that we have right now. So congratulations to y'all. We're just very proud to be a small part of this. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.